Shoot around, take over boost meter. Bring shit around, you can now start from your take over boost before tip off. What? What the fuck? One more takeover, the deeper the shot you make. Oh, fuck off. Bon.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And for Dallas, Hardaway Jr. is the 3 with Williams at the 4. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt, and it's Powell in at the 5, down low. Pretty much everyone has high expectations for MP and how he'll do in the NBA. The weight of the world is on him.
And it's never easy for a young player to have such high expectations. But MP has the mental fortitude to not only handle it, but thrive with it. If anyone can live up to the hype, it's MP.
And here in the early stages of the regular season, we're still seeing how the projections are going to match up with the actual standings, Clark.
And I love that. The projections are one thing. How it actually shakes out is quite another. It's always fun to see where the surprises are going to emerge because we know they will.
Bridges outside. Pass to Johnson. The 3, Dinwiddie. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Powell. Powell, a screen on Bridges. Shot from the top of the key. And it's cool hands with a rebound. Johnson against Hardaway. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's cool hands. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks to the middle. Here's Powell. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, and I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
And here are the Mavericks now. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Dinwiddie passes to cool hands. On the wing, Finney-Smith. There's a screen. The 3. Kept alive. To the paint. Here's cool hands. Banked it in off the glass.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Irving. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And the number of points he got at the foul line shows how tough he was to defend.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Lets it go from deep. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Didn't get that rebound over, man.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Shot is up. Hardaway, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but
Let's
he
go.
also needs to
On the
convert
screen.
that.
He's fine.
They set the pick. Here's Bridges. Pass to Cool Hands.
Shit, it's heading to the hoop, not away from the hoop.
The Mavericks leading. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. From deep, here's Doncic. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
One thing you can count on with this Mavericks team, they shoot threes.
All night long if you let them. I mean, near the top of the league for attempts beyond the
Yeah,
line.
we'll take
They
that.
do it every chance they can get. Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Kleba, he's checked in for Powell. And a change for the Nets. Thomas has checked in. You know, when you think about Kyrie Irving's game, his ball handling is what still comes to mind first.
Yeah, you know, B.A., that and his killer instinct. Kyrie is one of the most creative players we've ever seen. A guy you can count on to come through in big moments.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there.
Yeah.
This is why you put the ball in
yeah.
his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Oh.
Launches it. Rebound Brooklyn. Cool Hands has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Thomas passes to Cool Hands. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from 11.
I tried to go out for the 3 for a pick and pop,
the
but
ball
it
inside.
rolled me
no
to the
reason to
fucking
go away
hoop.
from
I
what's
don't
working.
understand
And
that.
when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Irving. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Thomas misses.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
And here's Doncic. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Takes a 13-footer. Outside to Irving. Kleba with a screen. From deep, here's Doncic. Nails it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 6 points.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Pass to Cool Hands. From 6 feet away. It's rebounded by Kleba.
I don't know
Oh,
if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed
this is
opportunity.
really loud. This is bad, I mean.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Kyrie Irving. 1 shot.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw.
Getting ready for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Kleba. Williams comes in for Jones. Hardaway's checked in for
32-31.
Green.
Ooh, damn.
And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving. Hardaway Jr. is the 3 with Williams at the 4. Luka Doncic is out there with Hardy. And it's Powell in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Johnson. Simmons, the pass to Cool Hands. And there's
Yeah.
dunk to finish it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the bucket by the Nets.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
On the wing, Finney-Smith, defended by Hardaway. Here's Cool Hands. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
For three, Bridges. It's good.
Yeah.
And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Hardaway. 1:46 left in the second. There's the 3. Hits the trifecta. Hardaway's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on
That's
the deep
Cuban.
ball.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Pass to Cool Hands. And Williams over to help.
Oh, I didn't mean to
Outside
go there.
Simmons. Here's Cool Hands. Now covers. 6 to shoot. Here's Cool Hands. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9.
Can't stop me, buddy.
Quality game for him so far.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Yeah. We're gonna get badges.
Doncic left side. Lets it fly from 18. That's
Gotta
good
get any
on the
badges
jumper.
up.
Doncic has got 8.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
The kick out to Johnson.
Right.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Cool Hands. Johnson with it. Launches a 3. And the Nets another 3.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
And it's Doncic missing.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways.
Yes, man.
But they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Offensive rebound. Here's Cool Hands. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
I'm gonna
Cool
try one of
Hands
those
has got 6 points in the quarter.
You've got to be
like
aware of
standing
him
dunk,
at all
like standing.
times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Yeah, great defense from Bridges. His coaches and
Gonna have to
teammates
try it at some
appreciate his
stage.
energy.
And so it's Brooklyn leading by 6
I
as
was
we
just
wrap
diving
up
the
the
deep end.
quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back.
Ooh.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Brooklyn Nets. In a tight contest like this one, where it could go either way, it seems, how would you guys have used your halftime break?
I try to get a strategy figured out for the rest of the game. If you have a plan in mind, you can come back on the floor with confidence. That's what they need.
I take a little nap, get my energy back, maybe eat a sandwich or two.
Oh, man, the stuff that works for you, Shaq, definitely wouldn't work for these guys.
He's just built different, Jet. And we come back to the game at hand. In the first half, plenty to like for the Brooklyn Nets.
I know what Shaq's going to say. Elbow sandwiches. Those guys are physical, and they've controlled the glass. They gave the impression that they wanted it more, Shaq.
To be honest, all I heard was sandwiches. When's the food getting here?
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Clark, it feels like we've reached the peak of this three-point explosion. What do you think the next trend in the NBA will be?
You know,
Shit, bang up. Fucking cat. Bloody cat.
Brian, it's hard to say. I mean, perhaps we could land on the return of the center.
He's just
because we're
fucking
already
knew he was
seeing
gonna
that
do
in
that.
the centers that are excelling and dominating the league and winning MVPs.
I'm
are
going
in
for
their
go.
prime.
You.
So perhaps we'll see teams get bigger and numbers going forward.
Checking out the group for Jock Vaughn to start the second half. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Cool Hands in at the center position. Now here's Doncic. And it's Cool Hands with a rebound. Cool Hands has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to Bridges. Outside Finney-Smith. Inside. Here's Cool Hands. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
They need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
He's fucking zipping around.
After the basket by Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Doncic against Dinwiddie.
So that's what he's trying to take over in the rec. I'm going for a fucking physical.
Brooklyn with the board.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Williams finds Hardaway. And here's Doncic. Looking to end this cold spell.
Because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
Clark, last year, Luka Doncic averaged over 32 points a game. Second best in the NBA.
Yeah, you can't ignore the fact that he also led the league in usage rate too, BA. It's the Luka show in Dallas. However, after missing the playoffs last year, it's pretty clear Doncic needs some help. Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good and timing his jump to block the shots.
27 at the line for 2.
No good on that one. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan.
Cool for an alley.
I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Brooklyn.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Cool Hands.
Damn it.
Outside Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Dinwiddie. And the Nets another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Doncic against Dinwiddie. Takes a 13-footer. Foul. Oh, and he got fouled.
Why?
He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And
Even
he's
again.
settled in. Powell has used his athleticism to his advantage down low, Clark.
Yeah, but he's found different ways to be successful and effective, BA, which is what you like to see. He'll use his size to his advantage and play bully ball sometimes, but he also can finesse his way around you. One of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Second, Luka Doncic.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Dinwiddie with it. Guarded now by Williams.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Dinwiddie against Doncic. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
The shot by Cool Hands. No good.
Having to just step
for Dallas, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Back to Doncic. Pass to Powell. And here's Doncic. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Irving. Dallas no good that time either.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Here's cool hands. Boom!
Dushka.
Jams it straight down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
For three, and there's Doncic. That's good on the assist by Irving. Doncic has got 13.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Josh Green is becoming a key 3-and-D wing in Dallas. Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki said, quote, he's a great defender already. He's athletic, he plays super, super hard, and now he added the three-pointer to his game. Obviously, that's one thing he needed to get better at. He puts in a lot of work. Brian?
Well, you can see it. It has absolutely paid off. Thanks, Al. With some changes, Williams is checked in for Hardaway, and Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Luka Doncic. To the middle. The steal. Hardy is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Grant Williams. Then there's
I'm losing me the
Kleber,
takeover.
and it's Green in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Irving. Misses off the right iron.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
6 on the shot clock. The shot by Hardy, no good.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah,
They need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks.
Multiple angle replays.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Williams a screen on Bridges. Spins. Williams up top. Clock at 6. Again the miss by the Mavericks. The Nets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Ooh, they pick off the pass. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Hardy. He's guarded by Bridges. For 3, Hardaway. Counted from distance.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
And out of bounds.
Oh, no. Yes.
All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Irving. Tipped.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Here's Cool Hands. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Cool Hands has got 12 points in just the 2nd half. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. A different look for Dallas. Powell comes in for Williams, and Doncic has subbed in for Hardy. For Brooklyn, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. For 3, Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Cool Hands. Kick out to Johnson. The three ball sends it home from three-point land. And the Nets lead by 12.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer.
And yep, it's good.
Irving, so good and crafty at being able to get things done with a high percentage shot inside.
Outside Finney-Smith. Cool hands. The pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Bridges. Back to Dinwiddie. To the inside.
Yeah, nice cut.
Jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
Dallas now, time running out. Irving up top. He's guarded by Bridges. And it's Cool Hands with a rebound.
Mine.
Cool Hands is pass to Bridges. It's rebounded by Kleba. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the
physicals
perimeter here in
takeover.
the fourth quarter. Now Irving.
Got me takeovers now.
Fires for 3. Hardaway, no good. Here's Cool Hands, guarded by Doncic. Cool Hands, the pass to Bridges, down low. There's the double with Doncic. Pass to Cool Hands.
I was going to get 3 seconds.
Johnson with it. Irving picks him up. Just 4 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here.
Shoot it.
And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Nets.
I like the physical
Their unbelievable
takeover.
shooting was probably the biggest
Especially for a
difference
big guy
tonight.
like this.
They also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now,
Well, that's-
they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And even the opposing fans
Oh,
can't
no.
deny this was a sensational game.
Yeah, that was
Cool
clumsy.
Hands.
Yeah, he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
That free throw good from Irving. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Walker comes in for Johnson. Thomas, he's checked in for Bridges. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Dinwiddie. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Cool Hands. Now covers.
Pass, I'm passing it.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Cool Hands. And here's Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Cool Hands. Now covers. And they force the shot clock violation.
Where's I didn't hear the beeping. We had 5 on the clock though. I was waiting for like a beep, beep.
Here's Curry. Here's Prosper. Got a hand on it. Now Simmons.
Simon.
So we see
Idiot.
the Nets get the win here.
We got an extra shot, I
on the
think.
road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll do it, folks.
100%.
For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everybody.
Come on.
All right, I'm just going to say it. When it's all said and done, MP will be the GOAT, unequivocally.
Unequivocally?
Unequivocally.
Well, first of all, did you just look that word up? Because I have never heard you use that word in my life.
I like to learn, so what?
Yeah, okay, fine, but you can't say that if the guy's career has just started.
I mean, yo, he's going to be awesome.
He's incredible, but and he might average 50 points a game,
True.
but what if he gets hurt?
Oh, see, man, now you're just trying to jinx him. I see what you're doing.
I'm just saying longevity is part of this conversation.
I can agree with you there. Sure.
All right, to be the GOAT, you got to do it over a long period of time.
Facts.
I get that MP's your guy, and he's amazing, no doubt, but saying that he is a lock?
Unequivocally.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal,
it's
man.
Ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal.
Unequivocal.
It means without a doubt.
Nice team win. Let's keep it going.
Want to see more consistency, practice and in games. You'll continue to do that. Will be working with each player? Personally, yes, but I want to talk to the team for full buy-in. We can be humble, we can be better. Good night.
Hey, so this Sunday, Hoops and Hamburgers, my place. On and up.
I get that. Oh, this.
You know, I have never pick up something for dinner. Oh, have you? We got food already. Yeah, but those leftovers are old. You think it would be nice? I brought them yesterday. Water.
Next game. Let me just go to our next game. Oh, the key games. How far away would that be? Oh, you get bonuses for key games. Okay. Okay. You can play about 10 games in the season. Well, Toronto and the other one, Detroit, I think was there. Or if they be key games. Or I could just go play that one. I'm not going to do very good against Embiid. I need to get rid of it first, and then I'll That's what I'll do. Once I hit like 80, I'll probably start doing all the key games. Until then, I think I should just stick with the actual schedule. Just take me straight into the game. Alright, there we go.
MP. The only number I heard MJ might be in the crowd tonight. Show him who the new GOAT is.
What? MJ might be in the crowd. A bit like Cuban. Cuban was in the crowd. It's interesting. Good ball, someone. Shooting better there.
Coming right up, the Hornets taking on the Nets. For the Charlotte Hornets, they've started the season with an even 1-1 split, shooting to get on the better side of 500 tonight. Nets, Hornets.
What? Oh, they got Mello sitting there in a fucking Nets uniform. So I saw the Hornets sitting there in the Nets uniform. Well, there's a fuck up. How could they not have fucking found that? Turn the music off. Fuck, that's what I was gonna say. Where's my headband, but I fucking haven't brought one.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with cool hands. Cameron Johnson is out there with Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at point. And for the Hornets, the wingmen, Rozier and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Ball in at point guard. And with all the pressure that rests on MP, Greg, he knows he'll be judged on one thing, and one thing only, winning.
And that's the case for all franchise players. Can you deliver a title to your team? And MP is very much aware of this and won't be distracted from his main goal.
Yeah. That's cool.
And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
Now, here's Dinwiddie.
Dushka.
Yeah. He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Dinwiddie against Ball. And the pass to Miller. Wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Dinwiddie passes to Cool Hands.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Just quick out. I didn't even do anything.
Nets passing it around. Here's Cool Hands.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Down low. Here's Bridges. Oh, and he
Got
puts it off the glass. Wow. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Cool Hands. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Charlotte. And when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, DB, this is a squad that wants to keep getting better, clearly.
Kevin, it shows you how challenging success and sustained success in particular is. This is an organization that has had pockets of success in the past. But the keys to this are you drafting well? Are you developing young talent? Have you built out a culture? Do you have top-down leadership that trickles through an organization? This is something Charlotte has to think about.
And he drops it in from the low post.
Is that stopping me?
Once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And he gets the whistle. Two free
stopping
throws
him.
coming up. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
And that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
Here's Cool Hands. Johnson, a wide open look, drops in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Miller outside. Cool Hands grabs the rebound. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Detroit. Miller grabs the miss.
Go on, dickhead.
The Hornets off to a slow start. It's a three-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Inside, Johnson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Rozier kicks the ball. Drives to the hoop. Miller right side. Shot clock at 6. Williams a screen. Let's go. Miller with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his
Yeah,
way
let's go.
this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 14 points from him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Dinwiddie. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged 17 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Nets. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Now here's Hayward trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Detroit. Nets leading by 5. Here's Cool Hands. Nice D from Williams. last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Mavericks in Dallas. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Rozier. Launches from deep. Cool Hands grabs the rebound. Cool Hands got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Thomas. Now Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And he takes that one. Powers it through.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Hornets trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For 3, Hayward off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, it's an area that Gordon Hayward has come a long way in. That textbook form when he sets up from range is a thing of beauty.
Now here's Thomas. He has yet to score. Passes it to Cool Hands. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. So both teams change. Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1, the Nets.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Cool Hands. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now here's Ball. Last time out he had 44 points. And there's a whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
the previous play is under review.
It's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Yes.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
2 on the clock. Rebounded by the Nets.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now the pass to Cool Hands. And he goes with the one-handed jam.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Miller, the pass to Bridges. Miller outside. Pass to Hayward. Ball against Dinwiddie. Ball with a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
You know, there's no denying the talents of LaMelo Ball, Doris. Could this be what we see from guards in the future?
Well, we know what he brings, LaMelo, Kevin, and that's a blend of size and skill. He is a magician with the basketball in the open floor. The handle is tight. The shooting is getting better. We have to see this young man develop.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Hayward finds Ball. Williams, a screen on Dinwiddie. Ball, the pass to Williams. Some solid defense from Cool Hands. Nets leading by 10. To the paint. And Ball comes to help. And the basket by Cool Hands.
Too big, too strong.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Dinwiddie against Ball.
And I had physicals under that, so.
Hayward outside.
Fine.
Back to Ball. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets.
The Hornets.
On Wednesday,
the
they'll
other team's
start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston. And then on Saturday, They'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And
damn
it's making a change here. Rozier's
Oh,
checked
it's a
in.
double thing too.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to.
Oh, what
create
is
for others.
fucking
And
just
now
over
return to our
it.
sideline
Just
reporter,
too
David
excited to be
Aldridge.
running that fucking fast.
Thank you very much. The Hornets want to play
Settle
with
down.
tempo. Coach Steve Clifford said offense starts with playing through the strengths of your best players. LaMelo Ball is a great talent with a passion for the game and a flair for playing in the open court. We want to take advantage of that. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. David,
The hell
thanks.
was that?
And it's Rozier missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's
And
silly.
again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Hornets, trailing by 10. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. Rozier kicks to Hayward. Miller with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
I didn't even call that.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Have a dunk on the
Rozier looking around. And so it's Brooklyn up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action in
dialed
just
in.
a minute.
We've been dialed in apparently. Halftime show.
Thanks for tuning in.
Halftime show.
We love them.
Sometimes the fixes are complicated. To me, this one's simple. They need to attack the rim and go in attack mode. Go strong to the hole and
I don't care what it is.
Next up, let's see who made the honors
Player of the week,
for
Western
our
Conference.
NBA Players of the Week. In the Eastern Conference. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Cool Hands in this game, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him
He's
into
been
gear
everywhere,
tonight
man.
as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
In at the guard spots, Ball and Rozier. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Miller in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Cool Hands.
No, that was a pump fake. Fuck.
Three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 12.
God damn it.
And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
Doubled by Bridges. Yep, it counts.
Okay, that was
Cool
awkward.
Hands got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Oh, damn it.
And the slam by Williams.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Charlotte. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit,
Oh, no.
that's something you'll be happy with.
He doesn't get the second one. Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn,
Oh, don't
he
foul
was
him.
given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And the last couple of years, Doris, Charlotte has really really picked up the pace.
I think, Kevin, that's to place an emphasis and try to bring out the best of LaMelo Ball, who flourishes in that exact kind of environment. Brilliant passer, wants to be dynamic in transition. I think it's a smart choice.
Damn it.
Rozier against Bridges. And here is Rozier, still without a basket.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Bridges finds Finney Smith. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Williams. That one goes in. Cool Hands got 21.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Got it. Fucking, I was way too early.
Start the second half.
I'll take it.
Johnson, the pass to Cool Hands.
Oh,
the Hornets
where
pull
did
it
you
in.
start?
Williams has got 6
Where was
rebounds
me
here
fucking
tonight.
laptop?
Bridges attacking. Unable to get that one. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Bridges. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got
Sometimes
7
just know they're
rebounds
going
in
to
the
go
game.
themselves.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the inside. Bridges against Johnson. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Fades. A rebound by the Nets. Cool Hands got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And here's Miller outside. Not going to go that time. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Yeah.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Bridges passes the ball. Williams a screen. It's good.
Why did I not block that?
From Ball. Williams has got 8.
This guy looks like a veteran in pick and roll action already. LaMelo Ball just taking the defenders apart.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Charlotte. For Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Miles Bridges. Frank Ntilikina comes in for Miller, and Ball subbed in for Rozier. Then for the Nets, Cool Hands checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Ben Simmons comes in for Johnson, and Walker subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Thomas. Here's Cool Hands, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Cool Hands got 25 points. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Lonnie Walker. And it's Cool Hands in at the 5 spot. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. It's the 3-point bomb. Washington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Cool Hands. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right wing. Here's Ball. And it's been a tough game for him offensively.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Cool Hands. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So I'll take the
And
foul.
the play-in has certainly kept things interesting, Doris. Overall, the 9th seeds have a better win-loss record than the 8th seed.
Yeah, not much separation talent-wise between teams that finish in that order of standing. And I'm curious to see, Kev, do we start to see more first-round upsets by favoring lower seeds that happen to be playing well at the right time?
Stolen by Walker. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Williams. Thomas gets a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Cool Hands passes to Thomas. And Rozier comes to help.
Jesus.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, the last time GA the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
O'Neal's check in for Brooklyn.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Walker against Rozier. Ball from long range. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists tonight.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Walker taking his time here. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And with this new CBA, Greg, for the first time, team and league licensing revenue, about $160 million a year, is to be shared with the players.
And I think that's probably jersey patches and stuff like that. It makes sense that the players should get a share of that.
Simmons passes to Walker. Here's Cool Hands. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go. And that one goes long. Rozier against O'Neal. And it's Rozier missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Passes it to Claxton.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Williams with the block.
What's that?
Bridges dishes the ball. Bridges passes the ball. Picked by Williams. This one for 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Boy, that has to boost your confidence. LaMelo Ball under duress. A great defense. Boy, that's tough.
The pass to Cool Hands.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round. That'll sting.
Pass to Rozier. Back to Ball. Pass to Rozier. Cool Hands grabs the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Oh,
Duncan. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cool Hands.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots. That really got them rolling.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And that one goes out of bounds.
Bad pass.
Last touch by
You
Simmons.
could go for a pass.
No
but
clue
bad.
where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Number 24.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Rozier. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of the terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.